Wiener, 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 next to another wiener.
Hey everyone, it's your girl T, and let's talk about the real reasons why that wall came crumbling down. So the Night King had hopped on a dragon, that's all he seemed to need. Let the wall have it. But I don't think that's the only reason why the wall came crumbling down. In fact, I think it's three. So the first is the nightstand, which we all were speculating last season when Bran was in his vision too long and the Night King was able to leave a mark on him. And this, of course, seemed to weaken the protection spell in the tree, which resulted in the Night King able to get to them, killing Bloodraven, the Children of the Forest, Summer, and Hodor. And so Bran came back through the wall, which could possibly mean that the wall was already weakened just off that one move. But I don't think that's the only reason. The second reason why I think the wall is actually was never had a chance of standing with the Night King would be because of the men that were supposed to defend it, the men of the Night's Watch. So Ned said it best. No wall can keep you safe. A wall is only as strong as the men who defend it. Well, let's talk about the men of the Night's Watch because so far they used to be made up of noble and honorable men, but it's rapists, murderers, petty thieves that make up the wall. We've had two mutinies and within a few years apart from each other. So the knights men of the Night's Watch are not afraid to kill each other. But and then you can also debate John leaving the Night's Watch, even though I'm on the opposite and think that because he's dead that his vows have been fulfilled, but it's still an argument to be made about that. But one argument that we can't debate on is Samuel Tarley because Sam has been going not only against his vows, but he's been going against his orders. So the vows, and he said his vows in front of a heart tree, which I think is very important. So Sam basically said he wasn't going to have a wife, he wasn't going to father children. So far, he's fathering baby Sam, and basically, Gilly is his wife if you go through the customs of marriage and how they do marriage beyond the wall. But not only that, Sam was given strict orders go to the citadels, get your chains, become the maester for the Night's Watch. What does Sam do? Sam quits, does whatever he wants at the citadel, quits, and goes to Winterfell. And there's arguments to be made that he did this for the greater good. However, these are things that are not true to the Night's Watch. And it's also like it goes to the Long Night story when Bran and I believe it was old Nan when she used to tell him about the old night and he would get scared of it, but then he start to remember, oh, as long as the wall stands strong and the men of the Night's Watch are true, they'll be okay. But the men of the Night's Watch really aren't that true. So far we don't have a strong wall and we don't even have true men of the Night's Watch. So what could be the other reason? It's actually John's fault and it's pretty fucked up. So the final and I think the most important reason why the wall came down was because John let them in. And I know you guys are going to say, what have you been watching? Because I didn't see that season. But I think that white that John let in was a special white. But in order for you to get where I'm going with this, we're going to have to take a trip into the rabbit hole. So I think that the white that John took to King's Landing was a special white. When John and his crew went beyond the wall for proof that the whites exist, they attacked the White Walker and a few whites. Once John killed the White Walker, all the whites around him fell except for one that was still on attack mode. I believe that the White Walker John was fighting transferred his mind into a white that was still moving. This special white gave a cry similar to the White Walker Sam killed in season 2, but it's the interest of the Night King has towards the special white that makes me think this isn't an ordinary white. The Night King sent other whites to regain the special white as if it was some importance to him. However, the other reason I think the white Jon took to King's Landing has the conscience of a White Walker is when the Night King went after Viserion instead of Drogon, who was closer to him. Drogon was the easier target, however, the special white was over there, and I think the Night King didn't want to destroy this special white. I know this sounds crazy, but if you agree and you don't agree, but based on the logic that I just said, I think that Jon basically invited a White Walker in. So you have an invitation of a White Walker getting in. You have Bran who weakened the wall from the nightstand. And then you have the fact that the men of the Night's Watch aren't even really that true. And you have a weakened wall that can be crushed by a dragon. One dragon. That's all it took. I cannot wait for season 8. I want to see how this all wraps up. You guys let me know. Do I sound crazy? I might sound crazy and I'm cool with that. But let me know in the comments. Do I make sense? Am I reaching? Because sometimes that's just what your girl does. And let me know any other videos you think I should do. Anyway, this has been fun and I will see you guys on the other side.